Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Umamusume. And we have been taking part in the Gemini Cup. And I found a lot of success with the stamina checking Agnes Tachyon. So today we're going to try and hopefully make a better Agnes Tachyon. Just get that little more oomph. Because the one that we have does not have good aptitudes. So we're really just hoping for some of these turf and long sparks to pop off. A lot of people have been using my gold chip, huh? That's great news. There's also, I guess I don't really want to use this one just because it's lower on stats. I think we gotta go with that one. I do need to get some better legacies. It just didn't really work out too well. You're the right one, right? Long, long, long. Okay, so this is the deck that I was using. I was going 4 speed, 2 stamina because we're just buying like a whole bunch of stamina skills. And we have our unique stamina skill, and we're just trying to max out speed, get as much stamina as possible. Are you using my gold chip too? Yeah, someone in my, what are they called? The clubs or whatever was telling me that they were using my gold chip like for every run too. It's not a bad gold chip. Like, unfortunately, it could be like triple stamina instead, but most of the characters in these races are gonna want power anyways, so it's not bad to have some extra power, and then to just have turf long long is pretty good. The only thing, like, and the white sparks are not bad either. There's a lot of decent white sparks in here. It's just, it doesn't have good uniques, right? You have Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might randomly, but it'd be great if I had, like, Anchors Away here or something. But this was before my gold chip was 3 stars. But anyways, let's get into the run here. Go on quick events. So we're really hoping to get that long aptitude up to S, maybe the turf up to S as well. What do we got? I've definitely switched over a lot more to focusing on the facilities that are important rather than focusing on friendships early on. Because I think a lot of times you end up just maxing out your friendships at similar speeds. I'm not going to say the exact same speed. We want the mood, right? Ooh, that's a lot of speed already. And the other thing is, when you run like legacies like this, where I'm getting a whole bunch of stamina and a little bit of power, but no speed, I need to get speed early on, right? Otherwise, oh, that's really bad to not be able to do that. Yeah, otherwise we just won't end up with enough speed. I'm kind of tempted to do this, because we are going to need a little bit of wit. The problem is it doesn't solve our energy problem, so I think I just have to rest. Like, it's not like we can train the day after. We'd still have to rest after that. That's a great event, though. And yeah, we're just kind of focusing on speed to make sure... We now probably have enough speed to win the maiden race already, but... Okay, well, we don't need the mood, so I guess I'm just going to take the speed. Ah, we low rolled. Unfortunate. Almost got A rank. It's definitely a break point getting from that B plus range to A rank. I think we just keep going speed. This seems like a stamina turn to me. Just because the speed isn't that great and there's more people on stamina. We get 20 energy back here as well. That's great news. Now we don't have to rest right away. And we could do this. So the one thing that you need to keep in mind about Agnes Tachyon run is, and I guess it'll be easier to show when we can actually show her races. Hold on, I don't remember what this event does. What the heck? It reset everything. I'll add in the other cards later. Ooh, this one's interesting, but we probably just need as many stats and skill points as possible. So as much as I want the corner adept hint, we're probably going to get it anyways, so let's do this. But yeah, so the thing you got to keep in mind for specifically Agnes Tachyon is when you make it to the Satsuki show, you have to be good mood or better. Otherwise, the Japanese Derby changes into the whatever mile. And if you don't have mile affinity, you will lose the career at that spot. That happened to me one time. I did not realize that happens. And I lost a career that was actually going pretty well. And I redid the race as many times as possible. I just simply could not win the race. I couldn't get a high enough placing, so... That's what you got to keep in mind. What do we got here? As much as it hurts, I think we got to pick this top one. I've also gotten a lot more into picking the energy downs that give you a lot of stats. Because it's kind of like a day of training if you think about it, right? And the thing that's limiting you in these careers is you only have so many days to train. So if you could get an extra day of training... it's pretty valuable, but there's also something to be said for getting energy back. The other one would have given me like 5 energy back, right? This is so tempting, but I don't think I can, in good conscience, do that. I think I just gotta rest. It kind of sucked that we already got a sleep deprived this early, but that's a lot of speed right there. So we're in a great spot already. At least speed-wise. Now, obviously, Agnes Tachyon does have a speed bonus. And we're running 4 speed cards, so it's going to be very easy for us to get a lot of speed. So there's got to be a point where we got to just start going for stamina and then only clicking speed when we get, like, plus 80 speed and stuff like that. But Agnes can win this race with enough speed on Frontrunner. And then the annoying thing about Tachyon is the debut race does not give her enough fans to get to the Yayoi show. So you have to run something else. But it's not that many fans. So obviously we're probably going to win the Hopeful Stakes. But even if you don't do well in this Hopeful Stakes, you still probably get enough fans. Whereas some people, it kind of like, you have to win that to keep the career alive. Agnes, you can kind of just run it and take whatever you get. This is an odd one. You think the hardest careers are Rice and Mihono? Well, I don't have either of those. But obviously I've heard that Rice is difficult. I don't know about Bourbon, though. We do still want to make sure that we get the Director up to green so we can get all of Agnes Tachyon's ult level ups. What did we just train? We just trained Wit, right? Whenever I train Wit, then you always do no extra training. Because you probably were doing the Wit to get the energy back. This is kind of awkward. I'm gonna go Wit again. Just because the Director's here. There's a lot of people there. We're getting a lot of redundant mood ups, which is a little bit annoying as well. I think this is actually a good power turn, because it gives more stamina, and we want to make sure we're getting a decent amount of power by the end. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh. It's really hard not to take this. Plus, we need to level up the stamina facility anyways. But we really want those Kita-san Black hints, because they are very good. Synchronize with the Bakshin mindset? I don't know if that's going to work for you in the Gemini Cup, but you tell me how many times your Bakshin has won the Gemini races. Oh my god, that sucks. Do I click it anyways? The run's kind of over if this doesn't work, right? So it would be very irresponsible for me to click this. We got away with it. Okay, but now we gotta rest. So Agnes does have a few mood downs that are really annoying. Chances are meant to be taken. I don't think that's how that works. But I thought it would be funny. Like, that's like saying if this was a 99% chance to fail, and you're like, yeah, chances are meant to be taken. You get that 1%. Like, no, that's not how chances work. Obviously. What does the second one do? Because the first one just gives you guts, but I feel like the second one just sucks so much that I never pick it. What do you do, Aishin Flash? Oh yeah, it does suck so much that I never take it. I feel like most gamblers lose it all, right? Because they keep gambling until they lose it all. It's too tempting to not do this, because then we can train next turn anyways. That's great news. Always eat your vegetables. Also, the other good thing about Tachyon is you do not need to buy any skills over the course of the career. You can win without buying skills. Ah, this is lame. Do I do this? Because we're in a weird spot where if I do this, then I rest next turn. What do you mean? If you're smart with it, then you're not taking all chances, right? And then you're going completely against what you just said. So yeah, we kind of got to rest. We could do that, I suppose. We're going to do this because then we're going to race and then we're going to get energy back from Christmas. Does she get a different title? I mean, I know that everyone has like a special condition to get a special title that's just for them. But I didn't know what Haru's condition was. Okay, we gotta remember... to not run front runner like we did that one time. Okay. I forgot that if you run that race, you lose 15 energy for it. Alright, well, give me the 20 energy, and now what are we gonna do? Are we gonna rest? Probably gonna have to rest. Okay, that's fine. I did know that. Which is sad, but I feel like a lot of people are, like, way more attached to Haru. Like, the Haru that everyone knows is a video game character. The Haru that died was a real horse that most of them never met or had any interactions with at all. So I think that a lot of people are just being performative in their sadness about it. I don't know anything about their real life careers. So what do we need to do now? We're in a weird spot where just like clicking the speed button is always the best. But we gotta do some other stuff too. Maybe we're just trying to level up the stamina facility. We need to get the director to green as well, though. Oh, we already got Professor of Curvature? What do we got here? Everything sucks. Okay. We do have to be careful, because we're not at great mood, and we used up, like, all of our mood ups already, all of our random mood ups. We have to be careful that we don't randomly get a mood down right before the Satsuki show. That would be devastating. What style you should train her? Isn't she... I don't remember what she's good at. It's actually probably been months since I did a Haru run. I don't know, just do whatever she's good at or do whatever you have sparks for. Yeah, I also think that Haru probably lived a nice and fulfilled life, so... we should be fine here. She can run late and end closer. I mean, she mostly runs short races, though, so unless you're trying to win the Arima Keenan, I would probably try and run as far forward as possible, so maybe late surger then. Or you could also base it off of what cards you have. Like, if you're trying to use the Hishi Amazon card, then End Closer would probably be pretty decent. Also, doesn't Dirt need more power? I don't know that for a fact, but for some reason I thought at some point I heard that you need more power in a Dirt race. Oh, we did get a random... Oh, but this was for the URA finale. And then we got another random mood up. Great. Oh, we gotta do this. Like I said, we gotta click all big speed buttons. Because we're trying to use as little turns as possible training speed. And now we get a really big inspiration for stamina. Can we get long and turf? One or the other, or both. We got neither. Alright. Maybe next time. Is that true? I don't know if that's actually true or not. I would fact check that. You don't know either. Fair enough. I mean, there's so many, like, little specific interactions that it's so hard to actually memorize them all. And then even then, there's people who think they know the answer, but they don't actually know the answer. So it's hard to even find the information if you wanted to. Okay. Oh my gosh. Really? The director's here? But I wanted to do the speed or the stamina button here. We gotta do this. This is too much stamina to not take right now. Yeah, see... Well, I guess we already made it through the Satsuki show, so it doesn't matter anymore. But these stupid random... Like, she's got the coffee event that gives her a mood down. She's got this one that gives her a mood down. Just has, like, random stupid stuff that gives her mood downs. If the director messes this one up... I mean, I can always force it later on, but... Speed and power it is. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Like... It's kind of like Bakshin, right? Like, Bakshin, the longest race she runs is a mile, right? And you don't need any stamina on her, so... Haru, I think you just accept that you're gonna get last place in the Arima Keenan, and don't get very much stamina. Now, that being said, there's no reason to run more than... I could be wrong about this. There's almost no reason to run more than 4 of a single type of card. So even though you're only running speed and power, don't be running like 5 speed cards. I think that's overkill. What I would probably do is 4 speed cards, maybe 1 power, 1 stamina, or just 4 speed, 2 power, or 3 speed, 3 power. Or 2 power, 1 stamina. I don't know, any of those combinations, but I would not run 5 of a type. There is, when I was doing the Bakshin, like, 30 wins run, I did run 5 speed cards for that one and 1 friend, or like 1 companion card. Just because the goal of that one was to get max speed and win 30 races, so you're wasting a whole bunch of turns not training. 3 speed, 1 power, 1 wit. So something that I've recently heard, and you might figure out how you want to implement this into your training. And I get that your Haru's probably not an ace, but if you're training an ace, you really don't want a wit card very much. It's only when you're training legacies that you want a wit card, so you could get like extra sparks and stuff for them out of buying more skills. Just something to keep in mind. Also, that's only 5 cards, by the way. You still need a 6th card. The wit card for the debuffs, but like... Like, are you using the Haru for something? Because debuffs don't matter on a character that you're not gonna... You're using 4 speed cards. Debuffs don't matter on a character if you're not going to use them for anything, right? Unless you're just trying to get sparks for those debuffs. But I feel like that's not the greatest strat ever. Mostly because debuffers don't really need good stats, so it's fine to just give them bad cards that have the debuffs on them anyways. Okay, hold on. I need to think for a second just because we're early June. We need to rest pretty much. It might be rest into recreation. Oh my goodness. I have to click this. It would be a crime not to click this. Which might mean that we're gonna rest in recreation during summer camp here. Well, I'm just trying to tell you that the sparks aren't that valuable. Because debuffers don't care about you running good cards, they just care about getting the debuffs. Like, your debuffer is never going to win the race, right? So the goal of the debuffer is to just have the debuffs. Which, unless you're trying to overload on debuffs, where you can't possibly get them in one single run from just cards, then maybe you could make an argument for, I have all these sparks because I don't have them in my cards. I would get that, but I kind of doubt that's the position that you're in. Okay, we probably gotta rest. Unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. Do we have all the friendships? No, we don't have Super Creek, of course. Somehow Super Creek always dodges me all the time. Okay, we do get our mood up, though. That was kind of a side goal. It's really annoying that the director and the reporter don't come to summer camp, but whatever. We got nothing. I guess we wit. Do some power running, please. Strength training, that one. Alright, what do we got here? That's not very good. This sucks. What the heck? I'm gonna wit again. This run doesn't seem like it's going that well. You're swinging Maestro. Where's the director? The director's over here. We need to get her to green. That's good stats, but we need this. We need stamina and to level up the stamina facility. Wet conditions is completely useless to us. And we got another random mood down by Tachyon. Oh, that hurts my feelings. I gotta click the stamina, though. I think. We're just not keeping up in stamina. Happy Meek can run every... Well, I guess it makes sense, right? Because Happy Meek is like the destined rival of the career. And she has to be able to make it to the URA finale in everything. Because she's always your rival for the URA finale. Happy Meek is not a playable character in the game, right? She's just a fictional horse. Except, I think someone named a horse Happy Meek after the horse that's in this game, right? Which is kind of funny. Good quality shoes. Alright, do we have enough stamina? I think we're good on stamina. We might be a little bit low on stamina just because I haven't done a whole lot of stamina training, but... So, Osaka High is in March, so we have up until then to do, like, anything. That's unfortunate, because the director's not in Stamina, where I'm going to train. And the only built-in mood up that we still have coming is from the Fan Fest. Ooh, we might just do that. Make sure we get the director up, so I got nothing else to do this turn. Should get her to green. We can't see her. This might be a rest turn. And then we train next turn. Well rest is a little bit unfortunate. Okay, this is actually ideal because we get to tank our stamina or our energy to buy some speed, and then we can train immediately, tank more of our energy. Okay, she is green. And then immediately get all that energy back. I don't think I'm gonna pull for either of those. I don't know when Mottenhauser is, but I know that Doto is right before Summer Maruzinski, so there's no way I'm pulling for that. We should get our energy back. Alright, what do we got? Raffle? Oh, I guess we could have gotten a mood up from the raffle if we got lucky, but we did not. Yeah, I don't really know why people call her Mambo, and I don't really care. But I don't know, like, I don't really care about her at all, so I have no intention to pull for her. I guess we gotta start leveling up the stamina facility. Let's at least get Super Creek to orange. Okay, we probably gotta rest here. Okay, that was pretty much ideal. Oh, except this sucks. This happens to me so often. I get a well-rested and then immediately get this stupid event. It's always this event when I have full energy and then it gives me no energy back. At least we got Gourmand though, and we didn't just get the one before Gourmand, Hydrate. It's so annoying when that happens. What is this? No one's showing up to the stamina facility. And it's always that specific event because it's the third part of a chain, so it usually happens later on anyways. Okay, so we're gonna get inspiration, and we're really hoping for long or turf, or both. Preferably long, but we got more longs as well. Okay, here's our inspiration. It's not gold. Nope, we got nothing. We did get firm conditions, which I guess is usable. FanFest is going to give us a mood up. Alright, what do we got here? So we're looking to max out our speed, and because Tachyon... Do we have cooldown? We already have Swinging Maestro. I know we already have Gourmand. That might be all that we get. It's gotta be tight if we don't have enough stamina with just those, though. We're kind of hoping that maybe we get cooldown, but we can buy these, I guess. These two. Maybe just 1 point of standard distance to get us some extra stamina. Yeah, we're just trying to make our Tachyon into a better stamina checker than the one that we currently have. But she does need to have max speed. And I guess kind of without the aptitude, it's going to be really hard to beat our previous one. Do I want to do this? Yeah, probably. We could get punished here because we're going to have no energy. Did we get punished? Not really. It's not terrible. Well rested is great, though. That's like almost ideal. This is bad, though. So, okay, we need to spend as... Oh, we don't need to spend energy, actually. So... Because next turn we need to rest. Kind of. Because we're racing the turn after. There's nothing good to do here, right? It just all sucks. I'm going to take this and then maybe we'll wit instead. And we did level up the facility, so that's good. Ooh. We got to take the stamina. Yeah, this is not ideal. But there's no good way for me to do it. And then getting an energy down is pretty bad as well. So we're now going into summer vacation with no energy. And she lost this race. How does she possibly lose this race, by the way? Like, you're telling me this... These stats beat this. Like, what? What are you possibly talking about? I'm gonna say that someone, like, cheated. Kicked her in the shins. Alright, what are we doing here? Trying to hurt my feelings. We gotta rest. Okay, didn't get punished for resting. Corner recovery is good. Okay, that's pretty big, but now we're gonna have to rest again. Not ideal, but there's no good training anyways. Yeah, I think this run's kind of falling apart. We're not getting, like, big numbers. Usually we should be picking up, like, a few 80+ speeds. But it's not happening. So it'd be kind of good to get this right now, but I think we're gonna rest instead. Okay, there's an 80+ speed. So if we click this, we probably... I don't know. I mean, we still need another one of those. Before we can max out our speed. And we still got 2 races left. That's the kind of unfortunate thing about Agnes Tachyon. She runs the Tenno Show Autumn and the Arima Keenan. So late, like once you get super late, it's kind of hard for you to recover a lot of stat points if you didn't do well early. But now we can kind of just like clean up the run with as much stamina as possible and fish for like a really good speed. Well, the thing about getting a lot of power is most of the time you're getting all your power from speed, right? So you just got to make sure that your speed trainings are really good to make sure that you're getting a lot of power. Am I resting this turn? I think I might be resting. Also, something important is that holiday season event triggers before you do the Arima Keenan race. So you need to have I guess it doesn't show here. You need to have 120,000 fans before late December, but you can't get it on late December. You have to have it actually before then. Even though there is still a big race for a lot of people's careers that happens after that. We're the second favorite? That seems surprising. She was the number one. This is number one favorite material here, huh? I didn't even notice. I've never really looked at her portrait before. She just has like a little cup with like a cat on it. Alright, so how do we clean this up? It's kind of tough. Even this right here, it maybe gets us max speed. Possibly. It's really close without doing any more speed training. But we don't have enough energy to really get as much stamina as we want either now. I think we just kind of got unlucky. Or not lucky enough, I guess. And the fact that we didn't get the aptitudes up means that we weren't going to get a better run to begin with. But like now we can kind of just ignore that, but what am I doing with my life, right? No one's showing up to stamina training, so I guess we're doing that just so we can stamina train next turn. So, how the director's maxed out, so we should be getting max speed. And honestly, nothing else is. Yeah, I mean, I got B+ power. I mean, we'll maybe get to like 740 for winning, but we're not getting enough here. What's the best? I guess the best is stamina. Yeah, it didn't really work out as intended. We'll end up with like 850 stamina, which is not bad, especially with how many stamina skills we're gonna have. So she could still definitely stamina check people. It's just not good enough, I guess. Overall, pretty smooth campaign, though. We didn't buy any skills, and we won every race except for one, where I think we got third randomly. How many points did we overcap on speed by? I think it's 4, probably. Oh, no, we overcapped by 5 points. Alright. So yeah, that's kind of... I feel like the goal for when you're trying to max out a stat is really that you max it out after the career ends like that, where you carry yourself over the finish line with just the bonus points. And we only wasted 5 points in speed, which is like a single wit training's worth. And like these stats are not terrible, right? 400 wit is pretty decent to make sure that we have all of our skills going off over the course of a run. The power could be higher, but that's kind of like, this is about the power that you're going to get without a power card, probably. Or without focusing power a little bit. And maybe you could get a little bit luckier on stamina, but otherwise that's where we're at. And then if you want to make sure that you're actually getting all the stamina, ooh, that's a lot of discounts. So this is why we do the no skill buys, right? Because earlier this was costing us like 306 when we initially got it, but then we got some more hints, so now it's 50 skill points less. Swinging Maestro, same thing. We got a whole bunch of skill points here to make this like 40 skill points less than it was. What else? We got Gourmand down here. Gourmand didn't actually get any cheaper from when we got it, but that's still fine for us. And then what else are we looking to grab? Runners ahead. We're not going to be positioned toward the back. That doesn't work. Might grab one of these other ones. Like, this is okay. It's just like a... But what I really think is once you already have 2 gold stamina skills, I mean, it's tight. But I think if we get standard distance, which we know we're going to need for the Gemini Cup. And then target insight is not that good for a pace chaser here because the aces are going to be the end closers. But stuff that Agnes Tachyon can really use, especially if you're stamina checking, is something to help you actually finish the race. So like Homestretch Haste, Majiro McQueen's signature, the Duty of Dignity Calls. If you have those are going to help you actually win the race at the end. What are we actually going to want? I think we're just going to go like all in on these because they're high value for these races. And that's going to mean, so this is an extra, I think 80 stamina. So that means we're in the 900s, plus we're going to count this as like a gold stamina skill, plus 2 more gold stamina skills. Means that we have more than enough stamina to finish the race. And then we got Homestretch Haste as a little additive to maybe make it so if she makes it to the race and she's still in first, Homestretch Haste is going to help her actually hold on and win. But yeah, it's not perfect. But I do think that this Agnes Tachyon will probably perform well in the Gemini Cup. It's just that I literally already have an Agnes Tachyon that's just slightly better than this. She just has a little bit more stamina, a little bit more power. She actually has less wit, but she has more guts, I think. So I just have one that's the same thing, but slightly better. I was hoping to one-up myself, but without getting the long aptitude or the turf aptitude, it's just not going to actually be better in the long... what am I trying to say? In hindsight, I guess. But yeah, the rating is kind of dramatically different, 11,100. And then we didn't even get, like, this spark is useless, this spark's okay, spark's okay, spark's okay, spark's okay. Pace Chaser's okay, but 1-star power is just not usable, right? So I think the Tachyon that I've been using is this one, which is just like a big rating up, so... Anyways, we didn't actually accomplish our goal of making something better, but I do still think that this is a useful Agnes Tachyon for the Gemini Cup. And if I didn't already have something better, I would probably use her as kind of like my secondary ace to stamina check everyone else. Because in my experience, most of the people do not have enough stamina. There's very few people that you run into who actually have enough stamina to finish the race. So if you can just meet that requirement, I think you're going to win a lot of races. So anyways, that's going to do for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.